there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Wishes as per your time zone. Folks, this is me, Ayaz Zanzeria, founder and director of Zanzeria Family Consultants, in which we do business consulting and we create content for businesses and individuals. Thank you so much for staying tuned to my series, my upcoming series on a title Lessons from Commute. Now, I've given an introduction, I've set the pace as to in the previous video as to what this series is going to be all about. And today I'm going to talk about starting your trip. Now, especially if you have a vehicle, so if you're a vehicle owner, nowadays majority of us have our own vehicles. But in case we do not, so but we would have seen someone who has. Now, now when you're all dressed up, consider this a scenario. You're all dressed up, you're ready to go out for work. You step out of the house and then you walk up to your vehicle. Do you get in and immediately start it? No. Even if you do, think about this, consider this. Don't you take a look at your vehicle? Don't you glance at your vehicle and see if everything is in order? Do you look for signs, whether it's been properly cleaned or not? Then maybe you would have paid someone to do a daily cleaning of your vehicle. So has it been properly cleaned, washed and cleaned? That's one. Then you also take a look at the tires. Are there any flat tires? Is the air pressure less? These are visible signs you'll get to know. Then when you so this is from the outward appearance, whether it's a two-wheeler or a four-wheeler. So when you look at your vehicle, this is what you do. And then if it's a two-wheeler, what do? You take out your cloth. You maybe like to just wipe it a bit, and then you can say you check it, just overall inspect it, visible inspection, visible signs. Tire pressure is one. Then you look out for any other signs of either something different, something unusual. Once you're happy, you get inside the vehicle. Or if it's a four-wheeler, if it's a two-wheeler, you take it out of its parking space onto the road, and then start it. But before you start, you make sure that your fuel indicator, the fuel is showing right, and everything else is working right. When you put the key in the ignition, when you turn it, that it may make it would show, it would do a self check, and when you're satisfied it's okay, then you start it. In your vehicle, in your car, you do something different. What do? You get in, you settle down, you put your bag, you put your stuff, you take a look around, maybe in the dashboard, maybe you take a look at whether something is there or not. It could be an important paper or something or the other. You keep your mobile phone. If you want to charge it, you use a car charger if it's not been charged already. These are all the preliminary checks that you do. You adjust a mirror, you see whether the mirror is right or not. If there's any showcase, you check for that as well. So essentially, this is before starting your trip. These are the preliminary checks that you do. Now, how does it apply to your business? Whether you're starting a new venture or a new project, or it could be a new project, a new venture, it could be a new day, or it could be anything new. Whatever you're starting off, okay, there's a checklist that you go through for a project. If it's a new project, if it's an architectural project, there's a whole checklist. Is this in place or not? If it's a construction project, do you have all the raw materials in place or not? Do you have the labor in place? Do you have the equipment in place? Do you have it set, and so on and so forth? Safety equipment, whatever it is. If you're starting a new design project or a new writing project, whatever it is, do you have the checklist? Do you have the requirements or not? Are you able to start? Do you have everything necessary to start your work? This is all about a checklist. So for starting your trip, the way you inspect your vehicle, whether it's fine or not. Similarly, for starting a new day, a new project, anything new, a new venture, there's a checklist that you go through, and then you start off. So that's about starting your trip. What do you think about this, folks? So if you've enjoyed the video, feel free to let me know. You can reach out to me either via the comments, or you can pick up the phone and give me a call, or you can reach out to me. You can log on to my website, schedule an appointment, and I'll be more than happy to have a conversation with you. So thank you so much for your time, folks, and take care of yourself. Stay tuned for the next. Until then, goodbye.